Hey all, Smoking Uncle Frank here. I'll do a little video for you, kind of an unboxing-ish. Something I got a couple of, I ordered a few days back, and it just arrived today in the mail. I've already opened it and looked at it, but I put it back in the box. Um, I bought the Crossman Vigilant. What attracted me to it was, and how I found out about it was basically through YouTube. I was watching some videos. I watched all kind of different videos, and I happened to run across this one video that popped up, and it said top air guns for 2022 or something like that. And they were reviewing all their favorites, and I wanted to see if any of mine were in the favorites list. I can't recall if there were any. There might have been, but this is one that was in there. This Crossman Vigilant, and it's only like $50. Um, it's a pistol. Shoots at 465. That's what the maximum velocity of it is, according to the specs on the thing. It'll shoot BBs or pellets. To open it and to put the clip in, or rather the wheel in, whatever you want to call it. That's the little wheel that goes in. You put it in so that the teeth are facing out. It just clips right in there. And what I like about it, what I was hoping, and I was kind of thinking it probably would work with at least one or the other of my pellets, and it works with all of them. All lengths so far that I have. It works with the. I'll show you. What I got in here right now is Gammo Blue Flame. They've got a nylon tip on. I'm not going to hold it up the way I did the last time and drop it though. I'm going to hold it from the base. You can kind of get an idea, but it's got a nylon blue tip on. I guess that's where they get the blue flame. I don't believe it's all lead. I think because it's a lot shinier than lead. I believe it's zinc or something. I don't know. It's a harder material, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good rounds. They'll puncture. They're sharp and pointy. And I discovered today, and I'm not going to try to hold one up for you. I'm just going to hold the tin up for you. But the H&N Hornets, that's pretty much what they look like, except on a small diameter, and they are that pointy. They're quite pointy, and they'll pierce some stuff. Now, what you get with it is you get one of these for pellets, and you get one for BBs. What I did was later on I was like, well, you know what, I want more. So I should have ordered when I ordered the gun, but I didn't. I ordered some more of them, the round holders. And I know that it'll work with the Hornets because I tested them. I put them in this one here, and they don't stick out, so they're not going to catch on anything. And the wheel does, and it does turn when you pull the trigger and everything. So win-win. Um, 465 ish. That all depends on the weight of the pellet. Those are like, I think those are mostly like 10 and 8 gram pellets. So they probably tested it with a much lighter pellet. So maybe 400, 425, somewhere there. I don't know. I don't have any way of really testing that because my chronograph back there, it only goes up to 400. Anything over that, it just shows double zero. So I could basically tell if it's going up, if it's going 400 or more. I haven't shot it yet, but you open it up at the bottom here. Now, this is the only thing I would like that they would have done if they had done it. You got to pry this back part here open, and I'm still getting used to it. But once you pry it off, and then you pry the other side, and then you pry the other side off, and it's got a little spinny thing here. Looks like a little what do they call them? Them type of, well, you know what they are. See what it is there. It's one of those deals that you just turn. I already put a CO2 in there. I haven't powered it up yet. I thought I'd power it up for you to see if it's going to hold air or not. If it does, well then, well no. Yep, no leaking. No leaking. I'm not going to pull the trigger now because I got some wicked rounds in there, but I'll test it out later on. But then what I wish they had done is if they could have made that piece there a little longer, they had sticking out the bottom and just cut a hole in the bottom of the thing instead, or make a hole, have a hole in the bottom so it just stuck out. That'd be perfect then, because then you could just basically set it up. Now you got to take it apart. You got to take the handle off to air it up and everything. And in a situation that I might use it for, because when I buy my guns, I buy them all for the potential um, threat that might come in my house, which is why I bought this one, because it shoots at 465 ish. We'll just say ish because I don't know for sure. I know it says 465. It's got plenty of Picatinny rail on the bottom, so you could put a laser sight on there or whatever. Um, and it shoots the pointed rounds, which is what I'm concerned about, because it's the pointed rounds that are going to do the most damage. Because when I buy, like I said, when I buy any of my guns, I usually look for how much damage they might do, because you never know. And I'm for the most part I'm going to grab my M17 and all that, but I who knows? I might be sitting here like right now. I just got this thing in my hand. Okay, somebody comes in the door. Guess what they're going to get? And those pointed rounds are going to make you bleed quite a bit. Are they going to kill you? No, probably not, unless you were to get a really lucky shot, hit somebody in the eye, which would probably just blind them anyways. But still, it's going to make them think twice. So, so yeah, that's it's primarily polymer plastic. This is all plastic. It's got a metal barrel, which is rifled, by the way. For the pellets, which is why the BB the one that holds the BBs I'll probably never use. I might, just for the fun of it. I might test it out just for testing purposes. I might use it, but why put a rifle barrel on something you're going to use BBs in? That just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it's for lead pellets, in my opinion, and that's my primary use for it. Is for the lead and whatever other material they make pellets out of, and preferably the pointed ones. Even though I do have some of the little flat test rounds, or rather the dum-dums, the flathead ones for target practice. But I'm going to test this out later on and see if it'll go through a tin can, not an aluminum can. Aluminum, I could put my pinky finger through. Tin cans, like those big hefty baked bean cans and Armour chili cans and so forth like that. They're pretty heavy, and so far one. I've got two of my pellet guns that will go through a tin can or a baking sheet, and that's my Diana Chaser, which is like 600 and something FPS maximum, and my other one, but it's a break barrel and it only shoots one round at a time, so it's kind of useless. You get one round off and then you gotta break it to reload it, and it's not that easy. And in a situation you wouldn't want to have just one good one. Well, you'd like to have one good shot, but more than likely you're gonna have one shot and that's gonna be it. And in a heated situation you don't know what's gonna happen, where it's gonna land. But this thing's got 10 rounds, and I can shoot 10 of those Hornets, those copper tip ones at somebody, or 10 of those blue ones with the nylon blue flame tips, or any of the other pointed ones that I've seen. I got some other pointed ones back there that I'm not showing them right now, but and then they make a whole bunch of different ones that are hunting type rounds, which is what I go for when I'm looking for ammunition for my pellet guns and what say have you. I do keep the other ones around for just for test purposes, but primarily when I have it loaded, just sitting around doing nothing, waiting for me to possibly use, it's loaded with the pointy rounds, because that's what I want. I want something that's going to do the most damage. Not that I'm Not that I'm all about all the violence or anything. I'm not. I just as soon it not ever happen. But if push comes to shove and it comes down to me using something, I want to be able to do the most damage I can because I don't want them to just get pissed off. I want them to go away. I want them to be pissed off and go away. Both, really. I know they're going to be pissed off when I shoot them with the damn thing. But you get the idea. I'm going to see. I don't know if there's a possible way that I can, because I know that piece will unscrew all the way. If there's a way I can make it longer and then just cut a hole in the bottom, a little round hole, and have it stick it out. That way I can keep it cartridge in there, and then I can air it up from down below, kind of like like the FSC along that line. So we'll see. Anyway, that's my unboxing. $50. You can't, even if it doesn't work out the way I thought, for $50, I got that much to lose. And it cost me another. I think it was another because I bought. By the way, Pyramid Air's got or they had anyways. Crossman 12-gram CO2s, a box of 40 for 19.95, which I think is a pretty good price. Hell of a lot better than Burner or any of those other companies they want to put their special name on. And you know what? The damn air probably comes from the same freaking place. They just put their label on it. Well, and then they work just as well. I don't bother with those name brand Burner or First Strike CO2s because they put their name on it and they raise the price. They want $12 they want like $12 for a box of 12. I can get 40 of them from Crossman for 19.95. Now you do the math on that, or more. They've even got them in bigger quantities, but then you're spending a lot more money. You're getting a better deal in the end, but I kind of can't afford those like $100 boxes of CO2. So I just every now and then when I buy something, I usually throw in a box or two of CO2. It's kind of like pipe cleaners for my pipe, which I'm smoking 515 out of today, which is really good Virginia tobacco. Anyway, and these guys here, they work really well. They puncture. I know they'll go through a tin can, but they're a little bit pricey, and you don't get that many of them. You get like 150 in a box. The H&N Hornets they're like $29 for a tin of them, but you get like 250 of them. So it's a little better deal. And they work in most magazines type guns. So not all of them. There's some of them that they won't work in. They won't work in my P226 or my well they'll work in my Dirty Harry gun. I know that, which I bought some extra shells for. So I got that. I got and I found out that you could shoot pellets out of the BB cartridges too. So the hell with the BBs. I'm never gonna shoot BBs out of it. I wish it was rifled though. That's all. Because boy, if that thing were rifled, I think it shoots at 415 maximum velocity. So you're not gonna get no 12 joules or anything. You might get 5 or 6 joules out of it, but those pointed rounds are gonna do some damage. I know they're gonna make you bleed a bit. So you go look it up on YouTube. Look up people that have been shot by pellets, and I haven't seen one picture, a cover picture, where somebody didn't get shot by a pellet that there wasn't a hole in them somewhere where they were bleeding. One lady, she got shot in the leg. This is just plain stupid though. Some kid shot her. She was riding her bike, shot her in the thigh, and it almost went into the bone. It went in that deep with a pointed pellet. I would never do something like that. This is last resort, self defense only for me. Actually, this would be my last resort because if I can, I'm gonna grab my M17 or my FSC or my Tiberius and hit them with some 68 some 68 caliber hardballs or even those big metal Z-Rams that I've got back there that I'm having. Some of my cartridges are loaded, ready for those. So I've tested them and I know which ones they'll work in. So that's kind of really the last. Those rounds are capable of actually killing. I mean, them things are mean. And by the way, they've just to keep my flapping jaws flapping. Z-Ram, he's got some new ones out now that he's improved. I haven't got any of them yet, but they're more they're less sharp edges on them. They're more. They're supposed to work better. I don't know. You can check out PSI Defense. He did a review on 'em. He's just look up PSI Defense. He's pretty good. Henry at his name is Henry. His channel is PSI Defense. Watch his channel and you'll be able to find out all about the newer ones. The old ones work fine for me, so you know what? I mean, maybe later on when I can afford it, I'll get some of them. But you know what? The old ones work, so I'm good. I'll just keep using them. Anyway, that's about it for today, guys. Sunday afternoon. I'm done with work now. I'm gonna relax and I'm gonna watch a little of I found out that there's a whole bunch of series of Walking Dead, so I've been catching up on that. So some of the episodes that I missed from back in the day. So pretty good show. Have a good day, everybody. Have a great weekend. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you like it, and leave me your comments. I love to hear your comments. Have a great day, all. Bye bye, all.